My skirts were made using the Light and Lush range from Stuff Fabrics and a viscose twill. And this is the book that I use for drafting my patterns. You can see the first skirt here, which is a bias cut skirt, self-drafted. And I've got a lovely mid-calf length wearing this with boots and this pale blue jumper that really brings out those colours in the fabrics. I've got a French tuck to start off with, and I've just pulled that out to show you the difference between having a solid line around your middle as opposed to that slightly angled one. And here it's really easy just to tuck that section in and give you that elevated look. I know it's not for everybody, but I must say, despite my curves, I am a fan. Here I'm just showing you how we can break up those colours, that blue, by adding a jacket over the top, and that can look quite stylish too. Here I've matched the jacket with my black boots, and you can wear it open or zipped for a slightly more narrowed waist, should you wish. Here I've just put a denim jacket on over the top instead in order just to make this outfit a little more casual, and that could be good for going to town on a Saturday for some shopping. And then here a slightly different look again. This is a very long line woolen gilet. It does tend to hide the skirt quite a lot so you don't get so much of the flare, but I love the long elongated shape this gives my body, and it certainly does add a layer of warmth without adding too much bulk. Then this was last year's favourite jumper that I got such a lot of wear out of. I love the swing bottom to it, and that slightly folded front does give a nice silhouette and very cosy too. Now this was a look I really liked when I was filming, which is this white jumper from Sfera, and it's in a very fine knit, lovely and soft, but this feels really quite elevated to me. I've got the brown boots on this time, brown suede boots with that. And then we've got the brown suede boots again, but with a chunkier jumper, just to show you how, despite the skirt being quite light and floaty, it can still carry a chunky jumper well. And I'm just breaking up that line around my hips with a French tuck again. Then we've gone for a change of season to this camisole, which is a silky camisole with a lace trim. And I'm wearing this over the top with my white Birkenstocks. Again, these types of tops can have that French tuck. Might look a little messy to some, and I know not everybody's a fan of the French tuck, but I must admit I do quite like to use it, especially when I've got a skirt on like this. But then I do also like to remember the 80s girl in me, and a little bit of a blouson effect as well can look really great too. And this does demonstrate that 1/3, 2/3 colour split, which I know aesthetically is pleasing to the eye. And I do like this look with it. It's nice and easy and casual for the summer. And here I've got it with my plimsolls so that we can go for sightseeing in this lovely hot weather we have over here in Spain. I can layer it if I want to with a jacket just for a bit of sun protection. And just a little bit of warmth as well. Again, tucked in, so the difference between it being tucked in or worn loose and that layered look. And then adding your crossbody pouch like this and a sun hat, you really do have a sightseeing outfit that will take you anywhere. So now I've changed into the other skirt, the other fabric. This was cut on the bias, as you can see from the design of the fabric, and it does give that lovely floaty bottom to it, again with those two looks. So there's both jacket, bag and shoes mix perfectly or match perfectly with this outfit as well. And then I've just styled this with some wedge heels and a little bag for a more of an evening section, for more of an evening look. Then taking the top out again just to show you that layered look in case that's your preference. Back now to this winter season and just showing you how these different colours of the tops interact with the colours in the skirt. For me, the red top actually tones down the red in the skirt and makes the other colours pop. Again, can be worn with a French tuck or not. And I've got some brown boots on, as there is brown within the skirt as well. And I do find these fine knit jumpers add a layer of warmth, but also a layer of elegance without adding much bulk as well. So I've just popped my faux leather jacket on the top again, wearing it open, match my boots now to my jacket. And that can be worn open or zipped to either accentuate your waist or to give you this nice casual look. Surprising how the black jacket suddenly brings out the black in the skirt. Now this green jumper isn't quite as good a match as I'd have liked, but it does show a looser bottomed jumper and how that can look with the loose bottomed skirt as well, with the flippy skirt. Again, just a little tuck to have a look at that. Green's not quite the right colour. And then onto that white jumper again. This is another Sephora jumper that I really love and I really think elevates it. But it's just interesting to see how the colours in the skirt play differently depending on what top you've got. Again, the long line grey woolen gilet adds a layer of warmth without too much bulk. But even with the chunky jumper, you can see that that still can look elevated and be lovely and toasty warm. I think I've put the brown boots back on again with this one. And just trying it with the jacket over the top again, layering it up just to give me that warmth and perhaps a little protection against the rain. And also can be zipped up just to, as you can see, that just accentuates the waist just a little more and just provides a little more shape. And here we've got the long line jacket over the chunky jumper, just again for a little bit more warmth. But again, it's all still works together, everything plays nicely. And that long line jacket does help smooth over my curves. Here we're trying it with a blue jacket and with the red bag, just mixing with the colours. Sorry, that was a blue jumper and a red bag. And I really like how that blue plays with both skirts nicely. Just popping the jacket on again. And again, that can be done up again just to show you the way that that all sits nicely and plays with the outfit. This jacket has been very versatile actually. And then with the black bag, this was actually the final look I went with, and the red jumper for going out to the cinema. Hope you've enjoyed my feeble attempts at modelling, and I'll look forward to seeing you for some more sew along tutorials very soon. Thank you for watching.